Hello everyone and welcome to our live watch along on Football Talk podcast. My name is Ozzie and I'm your host for this evening. We are set to watch Liverpool versus Arsenal. I see the players having final words before kickoff. So what we'll do is we'll go through the lineups and then I'll go through the comments as well, and then we'll watch the game together as well. So in terms of Liverpool, we've got Alisson in goal. You've got Szoboszlai remaining at right back, which for me is the right decision, and you've got Konate, Van Dijk, and Kirkes completing the back line. And then you have Gravenberch and McAllister returning as a double pivot combination again. And then you've got Salah on the right, Gap on the left, Verts in your number 10 role there, and Hugo Ekitike leading the line. Now, in terms of Arsenal, 4-3-3 formation, just as I predicted. And then you've got Ray and goal, Calafiori at left back, Timber at right back, Gabriel and Saliba as your back four. Then you've got Zubimendi, Marino, and Rice, exactly how I predicted in the match preview. I would have expected Eze to have started this one, but Arteta has gone for Martinelli on the left, Madueke on the right, and Gyökeres leading the line as well. So interesting lineups from both teams. Very, very strong lineups and as expected as well. So yeah, looking forward to this game today. Let me just bring up the score line or scoreboard, I should say, and then we can go through the comments as well. Uh, actually, do you know what? Let's go through the comments first. So AR says, big up Ozzy in chat, smash the likes and subscribe. You're never walk alone. Big up yourself, AR. I hope you're doing well. Uh, Double D, big up Double D says, thought he would put Dom back in midfield, but anyway, come on, you Reds. Yeah, I was hoping that he does stick with Szoboszlai on the right hand side, just because I think it's too much of a risk to put Conor Bradley in the starting lineup. I do expect Conor Bradley to come on at some point, possibly in the final half. Now, I think that would be my prediction in terms of when he's entering the pitch. So yeah, not hugely surprised. I think because of Szoboszlai's dominant performance against Newcastle, it made sense to keep him in that role. Ozan come out says, "Yo, Ozzy and Double D, big up Ozan, come back. I hope you're doing well." He says, "I'm proper nervous right now, lads. Not gonna lie. Yep, I'm definitely not full of chest today. I'm definitely taking it minute by minute because it is going to be a tough game, but hopefully Liverpool can get the W today." Ozzy says their bench is deeper and could change the game. Ozzy, yep. Let me actually present the bench for us right now. So in terms of Arsenal, they've got Mosquera, the new signing from Valencia, Odegaard, Eze, Kepa, Trossard, Nuaneri, Lewis Kelly, Max Dolman, one of their young stars coming through as well, and Harriman Onas. So yeah, they definitely do have a strong bench, but Liverpool do have options as well. We've got the likes of Gomez, Endo, Bradley, Chiesa, Jones, Elliott, Robertson, Mamadashvili, and Ruben Gomez. So probably not exact quality, but we do have players that I believe that come on and have an impression from a Liverpool point of view as well. So just gotta sit back and relax, and hopefully, Liverpool get the W today. Yeah, so big up, AR. Hope you're well. He says Arsenal four centre back and three centre back. Arteta, Pulis, ST set pieces. Yeah, they're definitely playing stock ball. That hasn't changed one bit. Other questions. I'm trusting that Aussie's fresh fade is gonna carry the lads on the pitch today, innit? I hope so. Hopefully it does. Hopefully it's enough for the boys to get a win today. I just want us to be defensively sound. Honestly, we've been looking very shaky. Um, Not as a collective, I say individually. Some players just haven't performed to their level. So hopefully today's the day where they step up and show their true ability today. So yeah, fingers crossed that is the case. Oh, Timber took the ball away from Liverpool players there. Thankfully for us, that led nothing to no attack there. AR says correction three defensive midfielders. Yeah, I did predict that. I didn't think they were going to play a 4-2-3-1 formation. I was expecting it to be where they were going to have a solid and physical midfield to ensure that they're robust and they're able to use their physical presence to their advantage. It looks like Saliba is injured right now. Let's see what happened there. Doesn't look like there was any contact from Ekitike. It might have just been his landing or just the positioning of his foot there. Looks like it could be an ankle injury, but Arteta is not wasting any time and he's bringing on Mosquera to replace Saliba. So that's an interesting selection there. Mosquera very highly rated, so I'll be intrigued to see how he does today. But this could be an opportunity for Liverpool to target the new young centre back and see what he's made of as well. So hopefully Liverpool can take advantage of this situation. Graham Rogers, big up Graham says, come on, Rez, big up yourself, Graham. Hope you're well. Chris Kavanagh as referee. To be fair, they're all, they're all the same to me. I don't think one is better than the other. So for me, I don't really look too much into terms of who the referee is. They're all as dodgy as each other. So yeah, that's just my view there. Yeah, so we need to break them down. 100% we do. Saliba, yeah, it looks like he's injured already. Open a few minutes. I think it's just the landing. I don't think Ekitike did anything to aggravate an injury or anything to that nature. But yeah, maybe he wasn't fully fit and he's just pulled it. And the coach was very quick to bring on a substitution. So it might have been where he wasn't fully fit, and unfortunately, he's just had a recurring injury there. So I tell you, I'm not wasting any time. I'm not going to risk it. I'm gonna try and wrap him under cotton wool, and then hopefully he can play another day in due course. Ozzy can say, what the hell happened between him and Hugo? I don't see any clash. I just think it was because Saliba went for the jump. I think this might be just his landing, or it might be just the positioning of his ankle. Might have just tweaked it on the grass. I'm not too sure. But yeah, it wasn't Ekitiga's fault. I think it might have just been just a tweak on his ankle or something to that nature. Get out Moscow now, 100%. You got to target the new player that's just come on. It's his first game in the Premier League, I believe. So you got to target the new signing there. Good interception there from McAllister. All eyes on Zubimendi today to how he performs today. No bombers today, unfortunately, in terms of Isak or Mark A, but I'm sure we'll get some sort of development. I'm hoping and praying more than anything else. We'll have a match reaction show later on this evening. So if there is anything that comes out of the blue, we'll discuss it in this evening's show. So yeah, hopefully it's good news from a Liverpool point of view. It's been even Stevens right now. No team has looked more dominant than the other. We've already played 8 minutes. Gakpo celebrating a new contract today. For me, good news. He's definitely a key player in our squad. So yeah, I think fully deserved to get a new contract for his hard work since he's joined the club. Raya moving the board there, but I'm just not pleased about that. Rafa quite OCD about stuff like that. So should I be surprised that that wasn't picked up? It's always a different treatment when it comes to Liverpool. I'm not just trying to play the victim here. It is normally the case. Marino to Madueke. Good flick from Madueke, but McAllister read it very well. Oh, McAllister. Naive there. Great touch from Florian Wirtz. Driving the ball. Finds Salah on the right hand side. Ah, Calafiori does well to make that block. Arsenal on the counter, Konate, if Gyökeres behind him, up against Martinelli. He's normally good against him. Oh, that should be a goal kick. Konate just about did enough there. Yeah, I was expecting Martinelli to hit that free ball there for Gyökeres, but doesn't look like he was able to do that. Yeah, so Salah should have done better there. I think so as well. It was just the way he controlled it. I feel like he felt like he had to rush it. Um, just didn't get enough lift on that cross there. A great touch from Verts to get away from the player and drive with the ball there. He's going to be key in terms of how we play. I feel like if he can be on the play on a break, he's definitely going to help Liverpool, create chances on that counter attack. Because right now Arsenal are very compact as a collective, not even just as per department. Midfield, they're quite you know tight right now in terms of possession. You're getting a lot of the players dropping deep. So you've got Declan Rice literally alongside the left back. Then you got Zubimendi in between the two centre backs there. So it's not going to be a a free flowing sort of formation from Arsenal. It's going to be very much structured and defensively sound. Salah has the ball, Szoboszlai to Verts to Van Dijk, Kerkez. On ball from Van Dijk. Good header there from Gabriel. Oh, well done from Konate there. I'm not gonna lie, I thought he he almost lost that challenge there, but just about did enough there. Just got a comment here from Ozzie come back. It says our midfield must nullify Zubimendi Ozzie. Yeah, I agree. Try and press on him as much as possible. Lessen his impact in the game. Right now, he's trying to find space to have an effect on the game. That's why he's dropping deeper. That's why he's in between the two centre backs so he can get hold of the ball. So we got to make sure, even when he's in that position, that we're pressing on him so he doesn't have any time to spread the ball around because he does have good passing variation in his game. Alan Kabak says it looks like Tetel wants Rice to be much further forward up the pitch. He does, but Rice is very much deep right now. But I do expect Rice to be a bit more box to box once they are in a more ad- advanced position. Liverpool on the attack right now through Gakpo. He cuts in, he shoots. Worth the effort there in that position. Unfortunately, just dragged it wide. Had the right to shoot there, in my opinion. When you're in that kind of opportunity, you've got to try and take a shot on goal. I would have gone for the other corner, try to do a bit of a curler or a finesse type shot rather than go for the near post. The angle wasn't quite there. That's why, he had to, or he ended up dragging it wide instead. Like I said, dragged it wide. It should be on target at least. Yeah, I think so as well. I think he just should have gone for the other corner. I feel like he could have curled it around. But I do agree. I think those kind of shots, you've got to try and challenge the keeper. Declan Rice, let's see, you got Zubimendi in between the two centre backs there. Oh, that's not Zubimendi, that's Declan Rice. So That's what I feel like right now. They probably want it a bit more fair, right? But they can't just because of the way Liverpool are pressing right now. So you've actually got Declan Rice in the deeper role, and you got Zubimendi and Marina. No, it's like a line where it's Declan Rice the deepest, then you got Zubimendi in the middle of the park, and then you got Marina a bit more advanced, closer to Gyökeres. Zubimendi, Skera. Oh, terrible pass it from Madueke. Almost created an opening for Salah to go through and goal. Oh, great interception from Verts. Verts. Oh, thought he was going to find Salah there, intercepted by Rice. Skera to Gabriel. Suppose up against Martinelli. Oh, fantastic defending there from Szoboszlai. Good pressure there from Szoboszlai. Gary Neville complains to about Martinelli that he should have, taken on Szoboszlai a lot bit more. It was Szoboszlai's positioning there. He was very tight on his man. And when you're tight on your attacker like that, they have to think twice or they end up releasing the ball quicker than usual. So it's all about positioning, and I think he did really well to close the space there for him. Van Dijk, trademark pass there to Salah, lovely control from the Egyptian King. Lifts the ball towards Ekitike. A bit too much flight there in the end. Zubimendi to Marino. Madueke against Kakes. Kakes makes the crucial block there. Good block there from Kirkes. Same onside initially, he wasn't aligned with his other defenders. But in those situations, if you've not done one thing correct, you gotta at least make the block, and that's what he's done in the end. Declan Rice set to take the corner kick. This is the moment where we have to be a bit wary. This is something that they're masters of now, or they have become masters of, scoring from set pieces. Apparently, there's a VAR check. God knows what for. Let's have a look. Mendy. They thought the penalty shot, therefore a little bit of pushing. Come on now. The game's gone if we're giving penalties like that. AR says our bench looks questionable. Oh, come on. This is normal. Come on, it's normal stuff now. It's a contact sport. Come on. You gotta block those players from set pieces. It's part and parcel. I'm not sure what they were reviewing there. Ridiculous. If they were even considering giving that as a penalty. In terms of bench, let's have a look at our bench. Uh, I don't think that's a foul. If I'm being honest with you, I think Calafiori won the ball fairly there. So I'm not going to be biased. I don't think that was a foul. So the correct decision for play to continue. Now in terms of the bench, from an attacking point, we've got Elliot, Jones, Chiesa. So it's currently what we have in our squad. We don't really have another striker available. So I don't think it's questionable in that regards. It's the best bench we can pretty much put out there. So um, it has to be saying about winger number 9. I don't think we're gonna get all three. I think if we get a winger uh, today or tomorrow, then that'd be amazing. But I just don't see it happening. I'm expecting it to be Mark Gay as the centre back. And I'm expecting Isak to join Liverpool. And for me, if we don't sign those two, I would be over the moon because we're Liverpool. Doesn't mean we're going to just get all those players. These clubs that we're negotiating with, they're being very sort of tricky customers right now. So we have to just get the ball over the line. We need to try and get those deals done. And once we do, then we can assess the squad. But I feel like once we sign Mark Gay and Alexander Isak, we pretty much have a very, very complete squad. And I would say I think it's one of the best windows that Liverpool have ever had as well. So McAllister, there's the ball there. 1 day left. Yep, tomorrow's the final day of the transfer window. Oh, good tackle there from Kirkes. Well done. Madueke is going to be a tricky customer for Kirkes today. No, that's a great tackle. It's going to be a great battle between the two players there, but Kirkes was definitely on top there. Chance for Diogo Jota on the 20th minute as always. Cross to the corner. Headed away. Oh, Madueke has a good shot there. Good save from Allison in the end. Ramberg with the clearance. As far as Verts. Oh, I thought he was going to lay it off to Gakpo there. Just not enough pace on that ball. So look at the replay of that shot. That was a good save. Wasn't right in the corner, but more or less still heading towards goal. Allison in the perfect position to make that block. Van Dijk having to clear it first time. Couldn't take any risk there. Salah. Oh, too much pace on that free ball to Ekitike. But the idea was there. AR saying set PSFC. Yeah, they really are. Stock ball is how I like to refer them. They really play that way. That is their game now. If that's what some people like, that's what they like. For me, I wouldn't like my team playing in that manner. I'm sure Arsenal fans don't like it as well, but for them, as long as they get the wins, that's all that counts right now. You got Lewis Skelly, not Lewis Skelly. Sorry, he's not even playing today. Calafiori, apologies. Kirkes, stay calm. Well done. Skelly is actually an option off the bench. I thought he wasn't available for this fixture, so maybe he'll get some game time today. Could be an option for left back. Can even play midfield as well. So be interesting to see what Arsenal have in terms of the second half. But right now, in the first half, it's still 0-0 between Liverpool and Arsenal. 24 minutes played. Ederson, long ball up top. Good control from Ekitike. Was he dragged down by Mascara? Referee disagrees. Play continues. Good header there from Kirkes. Solid. Clearance from Kirkes. Come on now, look. He's holding onto both of his arms. Come on. That's definitely a foul. Behave yourselves. Definite foul there. Look, he's doing a wrestling move there. All you had to do was lift him up and slam him to the ground. That would have been a perfect finisher. So, definite foul there. Going backs. Number up top. Too long in the end. Other Kavak saying these Arsenal players love to play anything but football at Anfield, basketball or the guard, wrestling timber. Trust me, that almost looked like a finisher from Jade Cargill. You know, when she lifts up the lady and then throws her to the front. Yeah, that was a prime time finish there. And the ref was look at first didn't look like he was going to even give that free kick, but he did in the end. But yeah, they don't want to play football right now. Clearly, they've got other sports in mind. Marino on the ball. Timber, good block there from Kirk. Kirk has been on point today. He's definitely in a bit of pain. You know, he's been making a lot of blocks, putting his body on the line. But in this day and age and this kind of magnitude of a game, you have to do that. So yeah, fair play to the guy. So far, he's had a solid game. AR said it would be beneficial for vets to be more creative and get into the game. Vets has done all right today so far. Like he's definitely trying to make things happen. Whenever he's got on the ball, he has, tried to create a counter attack or he's driven with the ball. So he's been more involved today than he has been in the last two games, in my opinion. So I'm not too concerned about his performance. I think he should be getting better as the game goes on. Terrible corner there from Black and Rice. Throwing to Liverpool. AR with the comments that it appears that Perkins is walking in a somewhat unusual manner. Is he injured? No, he's not injured. He just got whacked on his backside whilst he was trying to make that block. So he's just a little bit sore in that area. So yeah, he'll be fine. He just needs to shake it off. Down back to Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai, oh, decent effort there to find Ekitike. Difficult one for Ekitike to try and get onto the end of that one. AI says, do you like the double pivot of Maka and Granberg? I do. I think they present a good combination together. Maka hasn't been as involved today, so I'd like to see a bit more from McAllister. Um, he's got to use his play making ability more than anything else. He's lost a couple of battles, which is going to happen because he's up against a more imposing midfield. But yeah, I think it's okay right now. But in the second half, if we feel like we need more of a physical presence or we need more energy, potentially we could play Szoboszlai alongside Gravenberch in the second half, and then maybe bring on Conor Bradley and then substitute McAllister for him. So let's see what happens. Soft yellow card into the Gravenberch. He's fouled there. Yeah, so how's the goalkeeper, defenders, midfield, and forward playing for Liverpool? They're playing all right now. Alisson's made that big save against the Madueke shot. Defensively, we've been fine. Kirk has made quite a few blocks. Kanate's had one or two tackles as well. So Bozlai's done well as well in terms of he had a one-on-one duel with Martinelli and has looked comfortable in possession. Van Dijk, solid as always. Midfield, Galberg, McAllister, yeah, they've looked fine. I don't think they've had a great impact on the game in terms of for me to give them a higher rating as such. Groundberg has definitely been the player that's defensively aware. He's made a few interceptions. McAllister, for me, needs to be on the ball a little bit more, use his passing range to our advantage. Verts, I've liked him, what he's presented so far. He's been more dynamic than in previous games. Salah, he's been more involved, but just hasn't found that final touch in the final third. Ekitike has been imposing, but hasn't really been as effective in the last couple of games. So I like a little bit more from him. And Gakpo's done all right. He had that one shot that went wide, but generally, he's been all right. So our attackers haven't been on song as such. They haven't had too many chances, but it's one of those games where chances won't be created in high volume. You have to, create your luck sometimes, or you have to bide your time a little bit. So yeah, still very early on, only half an hour gone. Still got another hour to go. So hopefully Liverpool can create a real goal scoring chance, and hopefully, Liverpool can convert as well. Ozan said, Grab needs to stop with these silly little cards. Yeah, I wasn't. I didn't think he was expecting it to get booked there. Oh, I thought Szoboszlai was going to find Verts there. Ekitike does really well against Declan Rice. Shows his aggression in the right way. And Declan Rice sends that ball back to bowling ground in East London. Yeah, he definitely does. Whereas Leone, I don't think Leone's on the bench today, so no, he's not been selected. And neither has Trey Leone. So no, neither of those young players are selected in the squad today. We've gone for more experienced players in the squad today. Van Dijk, unable to find some balls like there. Yeah, this is both team cancelling each other out. KGFA. Yeah, both teams. I feel like with these type of games, it's always going to have this sort of cagey atmosphere or cagey performances because they're both cancel each other out. But at the same time, you have to look at where both teams are equally matched. So that's why it's very difficult to just unlock the defense. They are not a lower position. They are a team that's going to challenge us for the title. So that's why you are going to have these games where it's going to be even Stevens, but hopefully as the game goes on, the shackles are off, and then hopefully you'll see a bit more fluid football in the latter stages. But right now, first half, it's kind of expected to how the game is being played. Oh, Van Dijk! Oh, Van Dijk for a shot. McAllister! Oh, blocked there from Declan Rice. Very risky passing there from Arsenal. Other question, we need to involve Cody and Hugo more. Cody more so than Hugo. Hugo's trying. But Cody is a bit too wide. I feel like Cody needs to be a bit more inside so he can get involved in the passing of the game right now. Yeah, I thought Van Dijk should have shot as well. Didn't seem confident in that position. Um, yeah, it was a big chance there. I assume the clearance. Kirkes losing the ball from his challenge there. Good interception then from Gakpo. Oh, that's a foul. Come on. Foul from behind there. I think it could have been a yellow card though, because it was a tackle from behind. Madueke. The shot. Kirkes with another block there. That could easily be on target. Let's have a look at the. That's a great ball from Rhea to Madueke. Kirkes does really well. Nah, he does really well there. Kirk has probably been the best defender today. I'm not gonna lie, he's been very solid today. Arsenal are pressing us heavily. Obviously, yeah, they are. They seem to have hit another gear right now, so we've got to try and capitalize. Just like in the Newcastle game where they had a lot of the possession, they were more aggressive, had showed a bit more urgency. Or what did Liverpool do? We broke the deadlock. So hopefully Liverpool can do something similar and keep the Arsenal fans quiet and for today. Chris Cameron had that yellow card. Yeah, that should have been a yellow card for so Mendy. It was a tackle from behind. Sky Sports didn't even show us the replay there. So yeah, make of that what you will. Marina having words with Van Dijk there. You need to relax yourself. Idiot. Why is the ref having words with Van Dijk? Have words with the other guy as well. Look at that. He died. Is he not going to get booked for that? That's theatrics right there. It's like he got shot in a movie or something. Come on, you can't be driving like that. This is the problem with the officiating in this country. It's not consistent. You know, in some games, it might get booked for that. I was gonna come back saying he should be booked for that shameless side. It was shameless. I totally agree with that. But these referees pick and choose their moments there. I was asked, has the recent signing enhanced our team's performance against Bournemouth, Newcastle, and Arsenal? Uh, as all of the signings have enhanced our performance. Too early to say, if I'm being honest with you. Liverpool aren't playing to their full level right now, but on paper, the players that have left the club and that have been replaced, for me, they are upgraded in terms of those players that have departed. So very early to say if they have enhanced the team's performance. I feel like we're still trying to find our balance. We're trying to build relationships amongst the new and the old players. So very early to say at this stage of the season. Fury to Gabriel, Scara to Timber, Marino, good pass from Marino to Gyökeres. Kante's got to stay strong. Good block from Van Dijk. Tyler Fury were right for his shot. No deflection there. It's a goal kick. I don't know if he knows any deflection. This is a poor shot. Let's have a look. Who's touch? No, I didn't see any Liverpool player touching that last shot there. That's why you got the crowd booing because it was not a corner kick. They've been gifted a corner kick there. which for Arsenal is like a penalty. So not sure about that decision there. And they're not showing the replay either, which is frustrating. No, you got the final touch, Calafiori. Jog on now. Absolute nonsense. They want corners every left, right, and centre. It's not a corner. Liverpool have defended so well so far when it comes to corner kicks. Van Dijk, nice ball to Ekitike. Timber steps ahead of him. Kerkez, nice pass from McAllister. Kerkez across towards Gakpo. Ah, heavy touch there from Groundberg. Good block from McAllister. McAllister to Gakpo. Groundberg to Szoboszlai. Liverpool keep hold of possession. Van Dijk. Ball pass there from McAllister. Good tackle from Kerkez. Well done from Szoboszlai. Oh, come on. He's pushed him to ground there. But couldn't that have been a yellow card? He literally dragged him down with a headlock. That should be a yellow card. Ah, these referees, honestly. Anyhow, Arsenal get a yellow card for something like that later on. You watch. And the reason why the crowd is getting frustrated is not because we're playing a physical team. It's because they're getting the right end of the stick. They're getting the fouls. They're getting the free kicks. We're not getting it. We're trying to dish out the same kind of physical battle, physical aggression, but we're not getting rewarded with any fouls and free kicks. So that's why the crowd are being annoyed or frustrated right now. Kirkes, Canate, 43 minutes played. Got a few more minutes plus. Any stoppage time before the halftime whistle. Oh, risky pass there from Canate to Van Dijk. Kirkes, Van Dijk. Nice play there. Oh, no free kick given there. Oh, piss off. That is not a foul. Get your ass up. McAllister driving the ball. McAllister to Ekitike. Oh, maybe should have passed it to Gakpo there. Tried to do the unpredicted pass to Verts there, but maybe the logical one would have been giving it to Gakpo on that side. Timber, Jose Mendy. Mosquera, really on the ball right now. Back to Mosquera. Declan Rice playing centre back right now. Oh, so this is what I mean. When we nudge players, they get free kicks, but when it happens to us, we don't get anything. So that's why the crowd is frustrated right now. Let's have a look. That is not a penalty. Behave yourself. You fell to ground. Shameless for even suggesting that was a penalty. You get booked for that alone. Other comebacks in this half has just flown by. Yeah, it's flown by really quickly. I feel that only 10 minutes ago the game. Yeah, it's going really quick to be fair. Tete has been coaching all his players to just flop and fall over with every content disgraceful game. Yeah, that's how he used to play as a player as well, isn't it? So he they're learning from someone that crafted his game in that way. But it is what it is. But right now, it's half time. Liverpool nil, Arsenal nil. So we'll take a short break. And once we return, we will discuss tactics and watch the remaining of the game. So yeah, I'll see you guys very, very shortly. Welcome back, guys, to the second half of Liverpool versus Arsenal. Let's have a look to see if there's been any changes to the squad. Let me go through the lineups. No, nothing from Liverpool's side. And in terms of Arsenal, no, there hasn't been. Of course, the only change was Saliba being taken off in the early minutes of the game and was replaced by Mosquera. So same team as the first half. Score comment here from Ozan. Say chat between Slot and Conor Bradley in the tunnel. Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. I expect Conor to come on in the next 10 or 15 minutes. To make a prediction, I would personally take off McAllister for Bradley and put Szoboszlai in a double pivot alongside Groundberg. So we have a bit more of a presence in the middle of the park and then have Conor Bradley playing right back. So that's what I would do as the first substitution. But if you look at the team haven't really performed to their usual standards. Gakpo needs to be a lot more involved, in my opinion. Ekitike has been a bit quieter than normal, but maybe things will change right now. Gakpo on the ball right now to Kanate, to Szoboszlai. Or going back. Just about gets the ball away, but then a foul is also awarded to Liverpool. Verts, lovely pass to Alistair. Why is McAllister so advanced? It should be the other way around. See a good touch. Verts switches it to Szoboszlai. Salah. Salah long ball towards Ekitike. Can he control it? Does really want to hold up the play. Oh, tries to fix it towards Verts. Good idea. Ball still in play right now. Oh, good nutmeg there from California. Oh, he's dragged him down. Come on. What? What's wrong with this linesman? What are we seeing? Brown envelopes at half time or something? What's going on? Ridiculous. He got dragged to the ground. He gets a free kick against him. Ridiculous. Oh, Kanate, you can't let that ball bounce like that. Shaky defending there again. That's such the classic. Ref, you're useless. Who's mad making 10 sharp to? Kirkes or the crowd? The old Mike's around, I can hear him. Kanate to Salah. Good pass from Salah. Ridiculous. Reads the play there. Oh, good ball there. Come on, Konate. You got this. Well done. Good tackle there from Ibu. He really needs to get some new boots. I feel like every time he's running, it's like he's got no studs on. It's like he's slipping around. Got to get himself a new pair. Got no real balance on the ball, or even as he's running. To be fair, not sure if anyone's picked that up, but if he runs around again, you'll probably understand what I'm trying to say. And Liverpool need to be a bit more aggressive. Mascara, he's had a walk in the park today. He's had no one troubling him, so we got to do better. We got to show him what the Premier League is made of. Good tackle there from Verts. Look at that. 2, 3 men on Salah there. I think it might be worth switching up the formation a little. Hold on. Ground back. He shoots. Drags it wide. It wouldn't be a bad shot if we or if we go with a 4-3-3 where we have a single pivot. So Gravenberg protecting the backline, then you have two number eights. So the likes of suppose like Verts in that role. I feel like it would give a bit more support for Verts to interchange with someone because right now he's dropping too deep and he's not very involved in that final third. So maybe switch up the formation that way could work. I think that's what I would do if I was slot. Ozan saying it's like he's not wearing proper stars under his boots. That's exactly what I said, Ozan. That's what it feels like he's wearing trainers on grass. That's exactly my assessment as well because he's just looking like he's got no grip when he's running. Like it's really bizarre. So he needs to get a new pair of boots. Oh, Salah almost with the perfect pass there. Martin's been quiet today. Honestly, I've barely noticed him. That's probably credit to Szoboszlai, keeping him quiet, not letting him have any impact on the game whatsoever. Graham Rogers saying, come on, Reds, indeed. Penate. Oh my God. Look at that. It's like he can't even run on the turn as well. Whoever's sponsoring, you got to get him some better pair of boots because that is ridiculous. Madueke doing too much there. Kirkes. Good defending there, Kirkes. Chelsea and Arsenal have such a weird relationship, don't they? Selling players left, right, and centre to each other. And it's funny when it comes to Liverpool, we don't transfer or do transfers with any of our rivals at all. Another set piece. Come on, Reds. Got to stay focused on this one. Good header from Konate. Solid header there. Royal. Marino. Oh, we're jumping Konate there. Slightly surprised to see that. Jerkes. McAllister to Gravenberch. We lack a bit of creativity in the middle of the park. I know McAllister's the one that, starts those moves, but it's not been influential today. Verts, he needs to be involved a little bit more, in my opinion. Like, back to Salah. Salah, keep in play. Salah tries to stick it towards TK, unable to do so. I was then saying we need to freshen up the midfield. Grabbers on a yellow. Yeah, I just remembered that as well. Even though Sabozai has done all right at right back, I think we need to shift him into the midfield. So Graham Burke alongside Sabozai for me would be the right balance midfield. Take off McAllister, bring on Conor Bradley. I think that would be the right way to go. So we have, natural width and natural fullback on that side as well. So yeah, we gotta switch it around. It's not. Oh, Madueke almost created an opening there. It's got a few comments here from Delulu Steve says, "Yo, big up yourself, Delulu Steve. I hope you're well." He said, "We subs in Ozzie. I mean, who subs in? I think Bradley has to come on. Let's bring him on the bench so I can see what options we have as well." So I think we definitely have to bring Bradley in, as I just mentioned, replacing uh Pastor for Bradley. That will allow was like alongside Groundberg and a double pivot. So I think that would be the first thing I would do. And then maybe Harvey Elliott. I'd bring him on and replace Florian Wirtz. So allow Harvey Elliott to play as a number 10. Maybe bring on Rio. I don't really want to rush the young player there. Maybe bring on for like the last 10 minutes to try and cause havoc to Timber because Cody Gakpo hasn't done much. But Cody Gakpo is one of those players where he can be clutch, he can produce a moment out of nowhere sometimes, kind of similar to Salah as well to some extent. So I think the Bradley one has to be done soon in the next few minutes, if I'm being honest with you. And then we can look towards Elliot to add some creativity to our midfield. And I think maybe Chiesa as well for XTK. So those are the three that I have in mind. Jones, I don't think we need him at this stage. Jones could come in to replace either Szoboszlai or Groundwork if we need to. But I think, yeah, Bradley will be the first one, then Ilya, and then Chiesa. Those are the three that I'm looking towards in terms of players being introduced to the game. Hold on, guys. Gakpo, Maka, can you shoot? Finds Vance. Vance, can you shoot? Mine's found. What's going on? Oh, well, that's a penalty then. If it's not a goal, that's a penalty. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at that. Florian Wirtz, great shot here. Ekitike's he's off, yeah. Oh, he's offside. Shoot. He's off. Yeah, yeah, he's offside. You're right. He's offside. I thought that was an opener there. I thought it was offside. All right, so what's going on? Are we making any subs? I can hear yes. Okay, Jones is coming on. Okay, so it's a like for like substitution. All right, let's see how impactful that is. I know a lot of fans are gonna be annoyed about that. I'm not a Curtis Jones hater, so I do like Curtis Jones, but he wouldn't have been my first choice right now. I would have liked to have brought on a fullback and have some Bosley alongside Gravenberch. That's what I would have gone with. But let's see if this change has any impact in the game. Well done, Bosley. Fantastic defending again, and a good ball up top as well. Okay, to get dragging down. I think Gabriel that was. Oh, you can't accept it now. You look, Arsenal fans crying about it. If you're willing to dish it, you gotta accept it as well at the same time. It's not a one-way street when it comes to football. Timber to Madueke. That's heavy pass, but Madueke has the ball. Madueke, Timber to Calafiori, blocked by Van Dijk, solid as ever. Gabriel hits Kanate. Bit theatrical from Kanate, if I'm being honest with you. Um, Dusu says weird sub. Yeah, it was slightly. Oh, Madueke might have a bit of a issue here. Clash of heads. Kanate and I'm not sure who the Arsenal player was. Calafiori looks like. Yeah, that's a sort of one for probably more Calafiori with a bit of a busted lip there. Other than kind of comments said Madueke sends that ball all the way to Stamford Bridge, yeah. But I'll be honest, he's probably been a better player today. And when they signed him, Arsenal fans were crashing out thinking, why on earth are we going for this player? But he brings cover for that right wing. Saka's had injury issues in the past couple of years, so he's the natural and adequate replacement there. So it was never a bad signing. And he's definitely a versatile player. He can play left wing as well. So for me, he's probably been a better player in the Arsenal team for sure. So yeah, can't always please fans unfortunately when it comes to certain signings. Curtis Jones to Gakpo. Gakpo the shot. Yeah, the keeper. Nice pass, convert. Poor control by Salah. What's happened there? Van Dijk is on the ground. Yeah, those kind of moments from Gakpo, you gotta smack those shots in. I agree. Timber driving the ball through to Eucharist. Conte, has he got it? Yes, he's got enough. Honestly, what boots is this guy wearing? Yeah, he's slipping around. Villa play Crystal Palace. Is Mark Gay going to start in that game? If he does, may indicate that he's not going to join Liverpool. In my eyes, if he doesn't start, I see Mark Gay there. So Ozzy with the comment says Gay captain's Palace. Ozzy it starts. Damn. Okay. Hopefully it's a goodbye game or send off more than anything else. I'm still hoping and praying he joins Liverpool. If he gets injured, then the deal's off. Let's not kill ourselves, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But it looks like Arsenal are bringing out the big guns. Eze and Odegaard are off the bench. It's maybe time Liverpool responded in the same fashion and bring on some sort of high-profile players or players that will impact the game going forward. So Marino is coming off. Who else is? So Eze makes his debut for Arsenal against Liverpool. And Odegaard is off as well. So I think it's like for like where you've got Eze playing on that left hand side, which is what I predicted from the start, to be fair. And then you've got Odegaard playing in a more of a number 10 role. So I think they probably switched up to a 4-2-3-1 formation. And yeah, let's see how it goes because that's a bit more adventurous from their point of view. Liverpool, on the other hand, haven't, oof, Gravenberch manages to keep the ball in possession after the crowd shouted man onto him. Oh, come on. That was the perfect through ball there, ref. Ball's moving, apparently. I forget this ref cam. I don't like this ref cam stuff, honestly. I don't care from his point of view, how he sees the game. Gapo, good turn and pace there. Blocked by Timber in the end. Corner kick. Now it's Liverpool's turn to take a leaf out of their book and score from a set piece. Ball and a kick taken. Oof. Let's go with the clearance. Ground back to Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai having to go back. Hey, they stood his ground there. That's what I'm saying. When it comes to defending, you have to be the best in terms of tackling. It's about positioning as well. Just cutting up the space. So they have to pass it back. Oh, lovely ball from Szoboszlai to Verts. Verts passes to Gakpo. He finds Salah. Salah controls his shoots. Took too long. Took way too long there. Ah, took way too long there. Verts should have passed to Gakpo, in my opinion. Gakpo had the shot on goal. Instead, Verts went inside. The pass beautiful from Szoboszlai. But Liverpool have a corner kick. Let's hope Liverpool can take advantage. Oh, the best of set pieces there from Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai, first time to Vert, can he shoot? Or was that handball? No, I don't think it is. Good execution there from Verts, but also pretty much had a wall in front of the keeper there. Going back to Konate. Looks like Szoboszlai is inverted right now. Jones. Gakpo driving the ball. Oh, Gravik. Almost lost the ball there. Going back. To Szoboszlai. Salah up against Calafiori. Eze. Lovely turn of speed there from Eze. Eucharist. Eucharist. Mosquera. Neither team are unable to break the deadlock. Still have 15 minutes plus stoppage time. Eze cuts in. Nice pass to Odegaard. Odegaard with a smart pass there. But Gyökeres unable to take advantage of that situation. Mano kick it against Kerkez. Calafiori slipping before the ball arrives. Throw into Liverpool. What's happening? Is there a substitution? Yes, there is. Federico Chiesa is coming on, and I think he'll be replacing Ekitike. Like for like substitution there, I think. Oh, it's delayed it. Is there a concern in regards to Ekitike? I really hope he's not injured. Oh, Konate's picked up an injury. Bloody hell, get Mark Gay through the door. Come on. It's those boots, honestly. Is it a shin? Is it a knee? Well, the Chiesa substitution still needs to happen. You can always just bring on Joe Gomez, who's in fact been linked with a move to AC Milan today, which me personally I'm not really happy about. Um, looks like there are current talks happening between the clubs. I wouldn't sell Joe Gomez. Whether Mark Gay comes or not, for me, it's irrelevant. There's no connection between the two players. You know, we haven't replaced Kwanzaa in our team. So Gay was supposed to be the Kwanzaa replacement, and Joe Gomez remains in the squad. So for me, we don't really have the luxury to just sell players left, right, and center. We're not blessed with too many defensive options. So therefore, we should keep Joe Gomez for at least one more season, in my opinion. But let's see how the transfer unfolds. If it happens or not, only time will tell. Martin Limping is a concern. Look, I'll say out loud, if the Mark Gay deal doesn't happen for whatever reason, and it's not something that could be concluded by tomorrow, we have to find another target. You know, we can't rely on Konate. He's had his injury records as well, so he's not like he's ever present like Virgil van Dijk. He's had his fair share of issues as well. So for me, it's important that we strengthen this department, and I feel like we need to have at least five centre backs, just because we've got a couple of players that are known to be injury prone. So it makes only the right sense to do that. And if we need more options, we've got the likes of Endo that can come in and fill the gaps in certain situations. But generally, I don't want to be relied upon as a defensive option so early in the season. Verts, lovely piece of skill there to Jones. Jones, oh, so negative. Jones back to Kirkes. Kaiser fouled in the box. Yeah, no penalty. Kay is going to be a bit more direct. I think he's going to be a bit more further up the pitch, in between the centre backs, trying to basically score. That's his goal. He's not here to link up the play or anything like that. He's here to have an impact. And he's there to hit the back of the net. So hopefully Federico Chiesa can make that happen today. Szoboszlai, and you can hear across singing the Chiesa song right now as well. And you've got other teams like Newcastle and Arsenal fans, copying this song and doing renditions of recent signings that they've made as well. So yeah, shameless behavior from other fan bases trying to be like Liverpool, but hey, when you're originators, people like to copy. So it's just how it goes. So was like Jones, definite foul there. Free kick to the Reds. So was like rocket from this distance. That's what I would like to see. Yeah, definite yellow card. Chat, let me know what you've made of Zubimendi's performance today. Do you regret that we didn't push that extra mile to get him? Me personally, no. Um, of course, if he was a Liverpool player, he'd be a good addition to our squad. But he's not a player that I'm like, "Oh, I wish we had him in our team." I don't really see that kind of quality that I feel like we're missing in our team. So no, not for me. But I'm sure everyone else will have a different opinion. For me, this has to be a support like shot. This is his range, not Salah or Gakpo. For me, this is where Szoboszlai hits a pure lever, tries to smack the top bin of the goal. That's what I'm envisioning right now. Szoboszlai rocket. That's what I want to see. Szoboszlai the free kick. I predicted it. Szoboszlai references. What a finish from the Hungarian. I told you guys he's capable of doing that. I said it as well. It's going to be a Szoboszlai rocket. That's exactly what's happened. Call me Mystic Oz. What a finish. What a finish. Oz and saying so. Whoa. Raya in disbelief there. Absolute rocket. What a moment there. What a moment. Let's have a look from the replay. Whoa, what a finish. That ball had everything. Whip, dip. Oh, posted in as well. Look at that. Phenomenal. And the commentator was like, oh, Ryan hasn't been beaten. He has now. Big up to us and come back with a super chat saying, oh my days, Sobo Rocket. I predicted it. I saw the future, guys. I saw the future. That's exactly what's happened. Beautiful goal there from Sabozlai. And that was only one player that was going to take that free kick. No one else in this team is capable of producing that kind of magic, in my opinion. Oh, they call it Trent who? Exactly, Trent who? Even Trent doesn't score goals in that kind of manner. Of course, he scores free kicks, but the technique, the execution, that's not really his game. So beautifully executed shot there from Szoboszlai. Oh, yeah, so Szoboszlai free kick. Who is Trent now? Trent is in Madrid trying to break into the Real Madrid team. I know he played yesterday, but for me, that was a spectacular effort from Szoboszlai. Oh, hold on. Is this through on goal? No, 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 no. That was definitely not a foul. Bizarre to the how I even got through there. I need to see the replay again. Nah. Slight nudge, yeah, but that's because he's trying to put pressure on him. Nah, I think he falls to the ground too easily there. Joe Gomez. Oh, what's going on there? He likes to give a piggyback, right, doesn't he? Last week, who did he give it to? Guimaraes. Now it was Mendy. Needs to allow it, honestly. We're not here providing free services in that manner. Come on now. Allison, long up top. Oh, it is one of those games where I feel like it needed a moment of brilliance to break the deadlock. Both teams very, very even in terms of quality. cancelling each other out. So he's always going to take something out of the blue or something spectacular to break the deadlock. And right now, Jones is driving the ball. Shoot! Come on, pass to Salah. Salah's first touch has been awful today. Honestly, that's like the third time he's done that. Why didn't Jones shoot? You know, when you're driving the ball, you find that momentum. You got to create that half yard and shoot. Oh, Gomez with a crucial clearance there. Eucharist, a couple of yards away from goal. Let's have a look. Good crossing from Madueke. First time he's got past Kirkes, but Joe Gomez does enough to pressure or distract the goalkeeper, or shall I say the striker there in Gyökeres. Verts is on the floor, unfortunately. Let's have a look at this really beautiful angle there. Let's have a look. Whoa! What a strike! What a strike that was. Dip, toe, bend, and everything. Oh, it gets better and better the more you watch it. Beautiful. So what I say with a click of a finger? That's what happens. That is what happens. That's all you need. Blink of a moment. Boom. Liverpool are winning. 3 points. It's almost in the bag. Yeah, I said this has been a boring match. Win is a win. Yeah, a win's a win. These kind of games can be cagey affairs just because of the two teams, having not so much to lose because very early in the season, but pride is at stake. So, don't want to lose ground so early in the season. AI says, shut up, shop. Endo's on. Good to see. Gum shield Endo's on. Madueke is being replaced by Max Dowman, very highly rated young player for Arsenal. Man to match the boss life. Facts. Without a shadow of doubt. Right back, centre mid. Produced the same type of performance against Newcastle not so long ago. So yeah, he definitely is uh man of the match, in my opinion, and he's been everywhere. He has. He has been everywhere. Good clearance from Joe Gomez. And you guys want to sell Joe Gomez. Okay. Talk to me about this performance. Because for me, he's made two crucial clearances right now. I know he nearly gave a penalty away, but he did enough, to put pressure off the defender there. Darman, look at that. Kirkes doing really well. It's not Rio. Come on now. Rhea, long walk top. Eze. Oh my God, 7 minutes of stoppage time. Bloody hell, where did those 7 minutes come from? Planty was on the floor for that long, was he? Damn. A little bit concerned. Liverpool gotta play sharp shot. 10 man behind the ball, do whatever. Low block. I'm with you, Ozan. I'm surprised it's 7 minutes. Bizarre. Yeah, AR with the same 7 minutes. I don't know where those 7 minutes came from. They haven't made that many substitutions either, so for me, that's outrageous. Timber, whoo, way with Prost there. He's got cramp. If he does have cramp, I agree with AR. Bring on Starboy Rio. Get him injured. Pretty, pretty cramped right now. This is a great scoreline, clean sheet as well. I'm all for it. Against a team that have been renowned to be destructive when it comes to set pieces, but I think we've defended really well so far. So, and he's never got a win at Anfield. I love it. That's what you want to see. So yeah. Oh, I want to see Down versus Rio. Not yet, not yet. I just want to run down the clock, take the 3 points, and then we'll see Downman and Rio in the years to come. You know, young kids, they'll be the star of their teams in due time. Right now, for me, it's all about getting the 3 points. That's the most important thing. Timber just milking it, saying pick me up properly. My fellow Dutchman, the guy was like, nah, leave it out. Taking a mick. Good header from Joe Gomez. He's been solid as the rock since he's come on. Endo, good tackle. Szoboszlai. 10 out of 10 performance from Szoboszlai today, honestly. Martinelli had zero impact. Eze, he's had some good touches, but nothing, that's going to cause issue. Apart from that little run where he was through on goal, almost scored from there. Maybe a penalty shot. I don't think it was, to be fair. Go on, Kirkez, who's been fantastic today for me as well. Through to Chiesa. Chiesa, you go on your own, fella. Ah, but the nutmeg was done. I was under the comment say it appears that Dalman and Rio are friends off the pitch, the way they support one another on social. Oh, really? I didn't even know that. That's quite cool. Maybe it's a London thing because obviously Ozwrld was at Chelsea and Dalman's at Arsenal. Maybe they went to the same schools or they've played for the England youth level. It could be where they've known each other from those days. Oh my God! Dalman almost getting onto the board there. Tipped away by Allison. Not done with huge confidence, but nonetheless cleared away from danger for that split moment. And no, there we go. Hoof it up top. Why not? Calafiori to Rice. Good turn from Rice. Go on, Endo. There we go. Pressure from Endo. Endo and unable to get the ball, but Groundberg helps him out. Long walk talk towards Salah. Can Salah keep it in play? No, he can't. Too much on the ball there. But at least it's further away from the danger zone. 2 more minutes, yeah. Okay, I never saying there should be more minutes on top. What are you talking? No one's been injured. So why would there be 2 more minutes? This guy just wants Liverpool to lose points, doesn't he? His narrative is so obvious, but I don't know. Maybe we feel it because we're Liverpool fans, but hearing his voice irks me most of the time, if I'm being brutally honest. Oh, lovely touch from Eze. That's the first time Szoboszlai has been beaten today. That's the quality that he's going to bring the team, in my opinion. He's a fantastic player. Great signing for Arsenal, can't lie. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Yeah, we all do. Uh, feeling the stress right now. Got a minute left, in my opinion. I don't think there'll be more stoppage time after that because there hasn't been any substitutions. There's not been any time wasted, no injuries. Cleared away by Gomez, but not enough. It's still in the area. Yeah, Chris. Good clearance from. There we go, Kirkes. Smashed it up top. Jones. Getting past Mascara. No, there wasn't a possible penalty. What are you talking about? There's no penalty there. Gakpo, lovely touch there. Go on, Chiesa. Go on, fella. On your own, fella. You got this. Shoot! Oh, I lost the headphone there. Chiesa almost going around. I'll be honest with you, he did the right thing there. Salah will kept on going wide and wide. That was not going to help us in that situation. What penalty? Oh, I hit his shoulder. Come on, behave yourselves. No, that's not a penalty. Come on now. Arsenal came out VAR and PGMO yet again. Uh, they never give credit, do they? They always got to make excuses, whatever the situation. Come on then, go. Get in. Got to hit the car first. That's what you call a professional tackle when it needs to be done. Come on now. Got to blow the whistle now. It's too much. This will definitely be the final attack. It has to be the final attack of the game. Good clearance there from Virgil. And that is the final whistle. Liverpool are victorious against the Gunners at Anfield due to a Szoboszlai rocket. What a goal from the Hungarian. It took a moment of brilliance to separate the two sides. And yeah, what a game it was. Not the most exciting of games to spectate, but nonetheless, it's all about gaining points at this early stage of the season, and especially against your league rivals. So for me, another win for Liverpool, and that's all that counts. But yeah, what a moment today. Kerkez looks tired. I think he was fantastic today. Close to being man of the match, in my opinion, but of course I have to give it to Szoboszlai. He was phenomenal today. AR with the stat there saying Liverpool in and out, 120.8 million balance, and in and out 25 toxic fan base. They haven't sold many players, have they? So they haven't really balanced the books. They keep buying players left, right, and center, and no one's saying anything. When we were buying the likes of Kerkez, Spring Pong, and Verts, apparently we're winning the league and we're buying success. Where's the same energy for Arsenal? So that's why the pressure is on Arsenal for them to win the title because they've spent so much money. They pretty much have the complete squad. So there is no arguments anymore. And honestly, the pressure is on them even more than Liverpool. Of course, Liverpool has spent money, so the pressure is on us as well to maintain the the league once again. But Arsenal are in the same boat. And when you're spending that much money in your squad, and you've pretty much got a complete squad, they've got more numbers than anyone else, in my opinion. So, the pressure's on them. They must win the league. And Arteta must win something as well. Because if I was Arsenal and he wins zero in this season, for me, they would have to look elsewhere. But that is not my concern. I could not care less what Arsenal do with their managerial situation. That's for them to figure out, not for me to talk about in too much detail. I was gonna come back saying get in. Yes, get in indeed. Liverpool £100 million player. Hopefully we can add another one before the end of the window. That's what I'm hoping and praying for. Uh, but yeah, hopefully, we get some sort of announcement between now and later on. We will be doing a match reaction show at 11 p.m. UK time. So if you'd like to come on and have your say, a link will be available in the live chat. So feel free to hit that link and yeah, come on and have your say. I'm hoping we get some sort of development. Hopefully, we can talk transfers as well. So we'll speak about the match. We'll do player ratings, and if there's any callers, we'll allow callers to come on the show. But then we'll also do a transfer talk segment as part of the show as well. So that is it for today, guys. Thank you to Oz and Kabak. Appreciate your super chat as well. Thank you to AR for your comments. Who else? Shout out to Double D. Shout out to Graham Rogers. Hope you've enjoyed the show. Shout out also to Delu Steve as well. Big up you guys as always. So yeah, we'll be back 11 p.m. later on. Um, Hopefully we get some transfer news also. That is it for today, guys. Oh, hold on. Ozan saying I meant some boys £100 million player, Ozzy. You're not wrong there. I feel like on the sort of content creator scene, I feel like I've been the most vocal when it comes to Sabozlai. Before we signed him, if people want receipts, I might even have to pull it out. But I regard Sabozlai as a dream signing because I've seen his game in Salzburg and Red Bull Leipzig, and I feel like there's a player there. He's got unbelievable technique. The free kick he scored today is not something that came out of nowhere. Some will refer to it as a wonder goal. It's not a wonder goal because he scores a lot of goals like that in his career. So for me, £100 million player, 100%, 100%. And some of our fans, really discredit his contribution. I don't know where it is, but I feel like wherever he plays, centre mid, left wing, right wings, right back, wherever you play him, he will always give you his all. And his energy and his tenacity is what separates him from other midfielders in world football. So for me, I rate him very highly. I've rated him for quite some time, and my support will remain for Sabozai because I feel like he's a very talented player and he's got a high ceiling. I feel like he can achieve plenty of levels above and can become one of the best midfielders in Europe. And that's how strongly I believe it in terms of Sabozlai. So, I might be one of a minority, but that's just my opinion there. That's my football knowledge in terms of what I've seen over the years. So hopefully, he continues to produce cracking moments like that, and then it puts me in good light as well. But that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take care, stay safe, and I hope to speak with you all later this evening. Goodbye.